What up? What up? Well, forgot to do something.
He said okay.
What?
He said okay.
You said
My
okay.
dad.
All right. All right, let me know if you guys can hear me okay. Let me know if the audio visual is good. Tommy's in the house. Spider. Webb's Aquatics there. Good to see you, buddy. Slim Tim, I fixed up the member shout out video. I'm going to play that. And I think you'll be happy with what I did with yours. Speaking of which, anybody that's a member of the channel, let me know after you watch this video. I know you've seen it before, but let me know if you want me to customize it like I did with Slim Tim's. 1 second. There it goes. It's louder now. All right. Is the audio and visual good? Let me know, Tommy. I moved the microphone closer to my mouth, too. Hey, Sketty, good to see you. Audio, visual. I think so. So, I'm trying to restream, as you can see. Historically, I've always done the StreamYard. Thank you, Spider. Thank you, Webbs. But StreamYard, what they're doing is they're wanting to make you pay a crap ton of money now to be able to stream to multiple platforms. So it's like $44 for the cheapest thing. And with that package, if I wanted to buy it, I wouldn't even use half of the features that they give you. So I'm trying out Restream. This is free. And with their free version, I'm still able to stream to 2 different platforms. So we're live with YouTube and Facebook. And I'm having fun with Restream so far. Hey, Jim, good to see you, buddy. Fish Page, Mel. Baby's good. Thank you, buddy. Hey, Laser. There's Jamie. Good to see you. Jeff Rosen, howdy to you. I'm going to wait for some more people to come in, and then we'll play the membership shout-out, the new updated membership shout-out video. All the members, make sure you pay attention to when we come across Slim Tim's name in the membership shout-out video. I customized it tailored to what he wanted with his colors and to kind of like the theme of his channel, Slim Tim Dirty Aquatics. He always says fire it up. So if anybody's interested in me tailoring their name in that video, let me know what you like. You can tell me on here, but we're better to message me privately in Discord. That way it's there and I can remember it. Well, free beats, $9.99. See, they don't even offer the $9.99 anymore, Tommy. They did away with it. Now you have to pay $44. Yeah, I think you were the one. There was a couple people telling me about Restream. And it's pretty cool. It's pretty similar to StreamYard. I don't know all the ins and outs yet. I've been playing with it a little bit, but we'll see. Hey, Christine, good to see you. Who will complain? Twin cold toes. Can you see a twin? Who is Twin? So, well, we got 19 people in here. I'm going to go ahead. Hey, Cecil. I'm going to go ahead and play the membership video. Pay attention, like I said. Make sure, I'm hoping I do this right, but here we go. And let me know if you see it. What'd you think? What'd you think of that, Tim? Is that? And I know what you mean now, Tommy. You will complain. That's all right. I like it. Oh, now he wants Slim Tim Dirty Aquatics. Did I not have Dirty in there? You loved it? You're fire. Okay, there we go. Never mind. I was reading your name. You put emojis on there. It didn't come up, so it looked like you typed Slim Tim Dirty Aquatics like I did it wrong. Sweet Acres loved it. Cool. And like I said, anybody that wants me to tailor their name when it comes up to something, I'm using Clipchamp for that. Um, so if you have a suggestion how you'd like to see your name come up, let me know what you like, and we'll add it in. Cool, Branton. Good to see you too, Branton. You're not fired up enough for him. I love it. It's nice, Slim Jim. Yeah. I was able to come in here and do that within like 10 minutes, adjust everything, take some names out. We got some new. Now, I do not add any members that was gifted a membership just because if I had to do that every time, I had to edit that video and upload it. And this is strictly for the actual members of the channel. So any gifted memberships, I'm not going to add them into the video just because next month those people that received a gifted membership will be coming off, and then I'll have to adjust the video and so on. You get the idea. So today's live stream, what's it about? Well, a light cost saving tip. Oh yeah, Tommy, I forgot about that. I did that on my last live stream. Thank you, Tommy, for the reminder. Appreciate you, buddy. Yeah, I forgot to mirror my image. I wish that would stay once you click it. Jay rocks in. How you doing, buddy? Good to see you. Yeah, Restream seems to be pretty well. It's the same as StreamYard. I don't know all the differences yet, unless I'm playing with it, but I like it so far. Yes, hit the like button. Thank you, sir. So this live stream, what is it about? It's about a cost saving tip for light. It's probably nothing new that you guys don't already know or haven't thought of. And I'm going to invite myself to this live stream on my camera here and take you around and show you what I did. Now, and I've discussed it a little bit in past live streams, trying to get away with having lights on my aquariums. I got rid of all the LED lights that are a pain in the butt to program when the power goes out. I kept only the LED light strips that are easy to deal with, which is my Marine Land, my Fluval Aqua Skies. I did keep the Nicrew Sky LED 2.0, and because that one's fairly easy. But and a couple of the Aquariums, because I have them on analog timers. And what I did, and I'm kind of, like I said, if you guys remember, I'm going with kind of like an industrial looking theme in the garage. One, it's in the garage. Two, I like the industrial theme. The lights you're going to see look industrial, and how I hung them as pendant lighting looks a little bit of industrial. Now it can start getting a little bit busy once you have all this hanging down in here. But I have hung chain as my pendant to hang my spotlights. These spotlights you can get from Lowe's. They have a clip. They're cheap, and you can pick whatever LED light to screw into them. That's what I did here. And now I have, not all of them, like I said, as I kept some LED lights, but these are all LED pendant hung lights. Nothing sitting on the aquariums. I hooked them to an analog timer. If the power goes out, when it comes back on, all I simply have to do is turn a dial and catch the time up a little bit. You're done. None of this retardedly complicated reprogramming of a light when you lose power, which for some reason has happened more in these last couple of months than the entire, I think, 7 years I've lived at this house. Some of that's my fault due to renovations and upgrades to the house, but others is loss of power. So, and this is all in the name of making things more efficient. As you know, on my channel, I'm all about efficiency and cost saving and making things easy and quick, as I'm a very impatient person. And everything I do, and that fish keeping is not excluded. Let me get caught up on chat a little bit. Let's see if anyone's asked any questions or anything like that. And then we'll go ahead. Let me invite myself. Invite. Copy. Now I have to go over here. Potato diddly. Hey, Craigs. Uh-oh. I don't know why this is turned off. It's plugged in. Now I got to wait for this Android. I think it's an S20. It's not that old of a phone. I hate the startup times when the phone's off. You're dealing with this crap. It's like a 5-minute startup. Maybe J Rock. He's done. This is a little different than him. The same concept, yeah. But I don't know how he's got his timers set up and things like that with his lights. I don't know how much it costed him to do his situation. But I know on some of his lights, I can't remember exactly what all he did, but I didn't do exactly what he did. And I don't know how much it cost him. It was 100% free for me to hang the lights. The only thing I had to purchase was the spotlights, which I had them anyways, and the light bulbs to screw into them. So really pretty much free, very free for me, except when I bought the lights a while back and bulbs. Webb says he bought an aqua light 2 weeks ago. The Higer stuff is far better. Okay, appreciate that input. Higer is a channel sponsor, as you guys know. I am currently reviewing the most recent product that they sent me. They've never sent me a light. Don't know if I'd really be interested in one, given what I'm talking about here and things like that. I'm trying to get away from, unless it's a very simple light like the Fluval Aqua Skies, hands down my favorite. I'm really probably not going to be interested. and that's why I'm moving. So when all these LED lights die that I kept, then I'll be doing the pendant lighting with them as well. Hey, Talisa, good to see you. Talisa likes her Hygger lights. Aqua and Hygger are the same product, different name. AQQA, I'm sorry. Tommy, it's funny that you talk about that because I feel like that's the case with a lot of things. Take lawnmowers, for example. If you got a Briggs and Stratton and a Husqvarna, but yet there's a Briggs and Stratton and a Craftsman. Hold on, I'm about to invite myself in here. Now, the lights did turn out on my aquariums. I had them shutting off at 7. Let's see here. Okay. Well, I'm looking at myself. Here I am. Turned up. I want to mute. I've got to turn it. Camera. Settings. Video. Yeah, this is exactly the same as StreamYard, pretty much. And as you can see, I did get my 20-gallon long moved out here with my beta in here and cherry shrimp. It is the case with a lot of things. Tim says, enjoying my 2 Hygger 24/7 fully spectrum and also got 2 Phoenix Planet Plus. Yeah, I had a Phoenix. It's up there hanging up. Some of the drivers are getting weak for the white LED, so I've had that thing since 2016. It still works. I just have it hanging up, shining down on my North Fin banner. So let me take you a walk around and show you this. So the only thing I don't understand is how to make the second screen I'll do it this way. So as you can see, I got chain coming down from the ceilings. All this chain was free. I didn't have to buy it. This is also the side of the wall that I built for the bird room on the fish room side. I left the studs exposed so I could have little shelves. But I got chains coming down. Now, there's no lights on these ones because currently I like the lights that are on these aquariums. Looking at the fish room, chains hanging everywhere. This is a little weird though. I do like StreamYard setup better for doing this. This camera's looking, it looks okay on your end, but on my end, it's very hard to like see where I'm at. I think I'm mirrored. Video. There, that's better a little bit. But as you can see, I got chains hanging down. Now I use some really good, they're right here and I'll show you. I had to make sure, because all that is drywall ceiling, right? Obviously, where the lights need to be, you're not always going to be able to get into a rafter. These are my favorite and the best wall anchors you can get. They screw in and they've got a lot of gripping power because of those threads. And then you just screw a hook in there. All the other ones like to come out. So I just, for the 125s, they're getting 3, as you can see here. They're up off. Nothing's touching the aquarium top, which I like. And they're all connected to an analog timer. And that's basically what I did all around. Now, like I said, they're not all done on every aquarium yet, but I think it looks kind of cool. Got that like industrial look. You can pick whatever kind of bulb you want and put in these, customizable. Um, no messing around with timers, but these analog timers are tried and true. They work. Um, Power goes out. All I have to do is turn that knob and catch the time up a little bit. Got it on the 125-gallon goldfish tank. I got chains above the Oscar tank ready to go, but these are those lights that come with these PetSmart 125 kits. I actually really like these lights. That's one thing I will say. I like these lights that come with that setup. And they've already been on an analog timer. So happy with those lights. No sense in replacing them. If they die, then we'll put the spotlights up. I got some of the spotlights clipped on to help give some supplemental lighting to my, like this big peace lily here. That one helps that. And the pothos. And what I said earlier, it can start looking a little bit messy. Like when you look at the all the tanks in the what I call the island here, you got a lot of chains hanging down. I don't have any on the 75-gallon Luna tank because I like this Marine Land light. It's pretty simple, makes the tank looks good. Same here with this 55-gallon Grow Out Oscar tank. But the Night Crew light that was on my Dempsey tank here was terrible. We did go ahead and put the spotlights on for that. Over here, my Petco tank that's growing these angels out. I got a chain ready to go for that. And then once the 300 gallons fixed, I didn't need chains here because, like I said, these lights come with them clips. And just to make sure they can't fall in, I put some washers and screws on the clip into the wood shelf so it cannot fall in there. And all these are already on a timer. Another thing I recently did, as you can see, I had got 2 big pieces of acrylic, like 1/2-inch thick stuff for free. I cut them down and put in some conduit. Little trick, I had these conduit clamps. That's going to be my lid. I just put a self-tapping screw through right into the acrylic. And I cut one for each section. So I've got the lighting and the lids taken care of now. That was all free. Next is just fix it and make the tray for it. But that's getting closer. I'm getting closer to having enough money to fix that. But just give you one more overlook. I think it looks kind of cool. Let me know you guys' thoughts on this. It's not for everybody, but it's something I wanted to try. I kind of like the way everything looks. And it's definitely going to be cost efficient. It's definitely going to be easy to work with. I don't have anything sitting on the aquarium except for that pump right there. But yeah, I'm liking it. Come on, mouse, move. Now, how do you kick somebody out of Restream? Remove guest. Boom. And it really wasn't that hard to set that situation up. Obviously, you just had to, and when I was poking the holes in the drywall and the ceiling to make room for those anchors that I showed you, I just took a number 2 Phillips head screwdriver and just poked the hole in there. and at the base of the screwdriver it gets a little bigger, and that made a perfect size hole to screw those in with. And then I screwed my hook in there, hung the chain, and I was good to go. Now it does look a little bit busy. Definitely something, I'm experimenting with, but I'm liking it already. It's already been a less pain in the butt. I was at work. We've lost power once, and when I came into the fish room, the only thing I had to do was reconnect to the Fluval Aqua Skylights through the app, and that was it. Before, I had to go through almost every tank and reprogram lights, and I was like, I'm getting tired of this. It was just down to 2 lights that I had to reconnect. Let's get caught back up on chat here. J-Rock says, Aqua Skies are good lights. I want to change my entire fish room to the Mag Tool lights I just reviewed. They are simply amazing. Mag Tool. Yes, I agree with you, Jay. I love the Aqua Sky lights. I'd love to do the same thing, but the fact of the matter is I would need the biggest ones they offer, and that light is like $250 or something like that. Set it and forget it. Exactly. How long do you keep the lights? That's something else. Webbs always asks really good questions. That's something I'm experimenting with. For a long time, though, my lights were on for like 14 hours a day. I'm like, it's ridiculous. I was getting too many algae problems, so I knocked it down to 10 hours a day, because when I wake up in the morning, I have them coming on at 7. I like to see the lights come on when I'm home, and I like to see the tanks go on when I get home after work. But even at 10 hours, it was starting to cause issues. So ideally, I should probably knock them down to 8. Make sure they're about on 8 hours a day. And since I have brought them back, I am having less algae issues, and the plants seem to be doing just fine. So around 8 hours a day. I have a question for anybody that has taken a rim off of a 20 long. Do the braces need to be added to a rimless 20 long, or is it a silicone enough? I heard, Tommy, that with 20-gallon long, it's not a big deal. Now, I will tell you this. On my 29-gallon that I have here, it doesn't have a brace. And if you look at it, you can see the glass bowing out a little bit. So after I've seen that, I like my braces. Whoa, it's the apocalypse. That a fish-related question. Heck yeah, those anchors will hold any light you mount up. Yeah, man. I love those anchors, Tommy. And actually, anything heavier, you can go ahead and get some Gorilla Glue, put it around the thread, screw it in, and then screw the hook in. I cannot. I've had to actually, I didn't have my alignment right, and I tried to take the hook back out after I glued some of them, but I can't get the hook back up. Hey, Matt Max, good to see you, buddy. Yeah, me too, Talisa. But they just went out here like a little while ago. But you'll definitely see them on the Saturday morning live streams. Hey, 240. I'm hooked watching Fear the Walking Dead series. Yeah, me and the wife, I started watching that show back in 2000, like when it came out. And over the years, with things going on, we've actually finished it in this house we currently live in. And we watched all those spin-offs, and we're caught up on those. What a great show. You're the oldest one here, Shamu. Any input from anyone on the 20 long rimless? I think you'd be fine, Tommy. But like I said, I know 29 gallons is more than a 20 by a little bit, and I can see my glass bowing out on that. But I don't know. I think you'd be fine without. I don't think you need it. There's not so much water pressure there. I think you're fine. But like Jay says, better safe than sorry. Hey, Myers, good to see you. The fish keeping maniac added on to your name, I see. Doing good. How are you? Okay, cool. I've seen people do it before, but I didn't know if they had 20-gallon locks. If I wish, I wish I could just have nothing on my aquariums, no lids, no braces, all open. Um, Much easier to feed, and when you're doing things, nothing to worry about. But I always don't. I like my glass tops. I I'm always afraid of the fish jumping out. I don't want to come in here and see a dead fish on the floor. Uh, I know you can do those big bulkheads, but I don't like those bulkheads people put inside their aquariums myself. What the hell was that? The hell just happened? Webb says, I like it. I love the lighting system of the tanks as well with the plants growing behind them. Looks fantastic. Thank you, Webbs. Yeah, I love the pothos look great, especially on that wall there with the North Fin sign. That's really nice looking. I feel like when you get into the island part, that's a little bit too much. That looks pretty busy. But I went ahead and got all the chain cut to size and hung and all the hooks in the ceiling, and I'm prepared. So from this point on, if any of my lights decide to fail, I'll go get some more of them spotlights and the bulbs and click them on. And it, I'm I think maybe the 4 foot tanks, whether it's a 55 or a 75, I think they're going to require three of the lights too to be lighted properly. I did that with my Dempsey tank over there, and it doesn't look good. I think I have to add that third one for them too. But I appreciate the kind words, Webbs. But most of us probably have things. Why I say it's cheaper is because most of us probably have things laying around the house that you can hang a pendant lighting. Anchors don't cost much. Screw-in hooks don't cost much if you don't already have them. You don't have to do chain. I did the chain because I was able to get a lot of it for free, and it's kind of like chrome. It's nice looking chain. You can do freaking rope, string, anything, anything. And if you wanted to take the time, you could literally weld every link of that chain together to make it stiff so it won't flop around too. You have to excuse me. I'm back on my blood pressure medicine. It makes me cough all the time because it's the only one that does the job. J Rock hangs his lights, but I hang the aquarium fixtures by the stands. I just flip them upside down. Yeah, that's good. I actually did that too one time with my Phoenix light a while back. That's a good idea. Great minds think alike. I use smart timers. Yeah, and that's something I want to look into too, man. But those analog timers are so cheap, and once you set them and you plug them in, you're good to go. They just do it itself. But I've seen you on your lives, Jim. It's pretty cool to be able to go, hey, Alexa, turn on the in a tank. Bing. It's pretty neat. I have a Google, but we don't have any of them smart switches and crap set up. Sorry for the delayed response, but I'm listening while I'm building a garden bench. All good, Mad Max. A garden bench. That sounds amazing. A garden bench. What you making that out of? Concrete blocks? Are you wooden concrete blocks, or are you like actually all wood? How you putting that together? I just put two Wemo plugs on my fluval tanks. Watch out, Alexa. See, Susan saying hello, J Road. Hey, Brandon. Hey, hello. Uh, Rimless. Rimless is the platinum look for aquariums. Yeah, they do look nice. I do like rimless tanks. They look good. I'm not gonna lie about that. I'm tempted to upgrade my lights, but I don't want algae to get crazy. Cheap PetSmart LEDs are doing great for me. Yeah, like those. Are you talking about them ones like I showed on my Oscar tank that I refuse to get rid of because they actually make the water shimmer. They're not overpowering. I just hooked them to an analog timer and they're good to go. Tommy. These damn coughs come out of nowhere. All right, buddy. This coming from the guy talking about rimless tanks being the platinum edition. She says, Jesse, have, excuse me, have you seen my pothos? I think so, Cecil. And we are at the bottom of the chat. And some of your videos I see them. I think that your pothos are doing, I don't know if they're doing better than mine or about the same. Because I'm pretty sure my pothos are outgrown everybody's else's pothos in here. And we can make it a challenge if you want to. Tommy, there's your next challenge. Whose pothos are the win the contest? Who has the greatest luscious growth of pothos in the fish fam? I also have some peace lilies doing really good in here, and they're getting the white flowers on them. My friend Jimmy uses an outdoor light for his 400-gallon. It lights the whole tank up, but the algae is crazy. Oh yeah, you gotta calm it down. I don't mind algae, but when it gets that bad, it's a problem. Oh, Cecil says, let's do it. He's accepting that challenge. Tommy, is that something you'd be interested in? You want to set up a new challenge with the pothos? I think all of us do that. What you have to do, if Tommy wants to do it, what you have to do is you have to send in some video of your pothos, your best pothos, and everyone votes. Just an idea. But he has to put a lot of work in to do that. So if he doesn't want to do it, I understand. You got the peace lilies too. I had some spider plants too at one point. They didn't do well. I want to get some monsteras. That's my next thing. You can do ferns. I want to get some ferns and monsteras and a bunch of these tanks too. On this 300 when I fix it, I thought about leaving the overflow boxes just to use them as plant holders for monsteras. Yeah, Cecil, but does your peace lilies have white flowers? Because mine has white flowers. My bamboo is almost touching the ceiling from the tank. Wow, that's neat. Bamboo I've had before, but that's something I don't do much. Well, we got to see if Tommy wants to do it. My pothos sucks. My dad is on the other hand beat all. Bull crap. I got him beat, bro. I got him. I got Cecil beat. I got your dad beat. Come on now. I don't want to. Do you want to do it, Tommy? Like you did your blood parrot challenge? You guys are about due for one. Or I didn't know because you started the Rumble thing, you kind of don't have time for that. Let me know. It's okay if you don't want to do it. My dad runs his pothos in his greenhouse that has a stock tank with gambia in it. The stock tank is hooked up to an aquaponics system to water the entire greenhouse. Oh, God. Never mind, then. That thing's probably miles long with like plants leaves the size of elephant ears. I don't know about that, Jay. I think everybody's duckweed outgrows everything. Not yet. Gotcha. I got little white leaves for flowers. His leaves are the size of my hand. Oh yeah, that's big. I don't have any that big. I got some big ones. They're not that big. Pothos challenge. Yeah, I'll think on it. Okay, cool. You got me in it, and you have Cecil right off. I know that. Gambusha, not Gambia. Okay. I think J Rock said he wants in. I don't know. Or maybe it doesn't have to just be pothos. Maybe we can do the best looking terrestrial plants. That way everybody can get in on it, like J Rock with his bamboo, Cecil and I with our pothos of peace lilies. A duckweed challenge is something I participate in. There you go. Duckweed. Who has the worst infestation of duckweed? I got duckweed now, thanks to Father Fish. Bastard. It's in every, and it made it in every one of my tanks. God. Does this have a timer? How long you been on, Swiffle? Oh yeah, there it is. So yeah, there's only a couple of you that commented on the lights that I showed you. Do you like it? Do you hate it? I'm not a snowflake. Tell me the truth. I like truth. I don't like bullcrap. I don't like my diaper padded. In the end of the day, I'm gonna do what I want anyways. But I still like the input from you guys. See your thoughts. Maybe some changes. Maybe some upgrades. Something else to think about it. I'm just trying to keep it simple. Duckweed. I don't have duckweed. I have red root floaters that are going crazy. Yep. Yeah, I remember us talking about that. I'll send you some pics of this greenhouse tomorrow. Actually, I made a short on it last year, but I'm not going to go searching through the short. Yeah, I got you. That'll be cool. That'd be cool, Tommy. I'd like to see that. But my pothos are doing great. So I built this wall right here for the bird room, right? And I got this. There's several of these vines that are long enough, but I've got a couple of them going up over the wall of that new wall already across the door, and they're looking sweet. I love it. I want my pothos to cover this all the walls. Excuse me. That's also why I added some supplemental lighting. But we'll see how they go. Some people say pothos don't need lighting, a lot of light, and I find that to be true because they're growing in here and it's darker here than the rest of the house. But I think they're getting enough light for my aquariums and my spotlights that are still taking off. As long as you pick off all the dead stuff, because I tell you what, once you get this many pothos and they're going everywhere, it's a little bit of work. You have to at least once a month, if not more, go around and pick all the dead leaves off. Because if you don't get rid of the old, the new can't thrive. And that's with trees, anything. So you have to go around and take all the dead leaves off. And my wife actually helps me do that sometimes. But I got these 2 big peace lilies. They're growing. I got 3 peace lilies in here. But I'd like to get some monstera. That's a beautiful plant that I love that look great in the aquariums. And maybe some ferns. I hear you can grow ferns in aquariums too. I don't have duckweed. I have red. Oh, wait, I read that one. I read that one. J Rock says, I got rid of my duckweed once. Then I was sad. I did not have it anymore. Now I got all kinds. And also Sylvinia. It's off the hook. Straight strangling tags. My pothos go all the way across the ceiling. Yeah, that's cool. That's neat. Now, Tim's just yelling the different plant names at this point. Now, let me ask you this. I have a pet peeve, and don't take any offense to anybody that pronounces it this way. How you talk is how you talk. I'm just letting you know it drives me crazy. When people call pothos, it drives me up the wall. Don't take offense. It's just words, You can do both challenges. And for those of you who didn't know, I did decide on a name. My wife picked it. I kind of took all the suggestions that everybody gave me, but the name of my, because I don't name my tanks and I really don't name my fish. But I did want to name this space, and it is now the Aquatic Cove. So if you ever hear me say, let's go check out the Aquatic Cove, 1, it's the only place I got my fish now, and 2, I think is a really good name, and the wife picked that one out. So we are in the aquatic cove, the room o' nature. Not only do we got water, fish, we got plants. It's looking sweet. Now, I did have to up the temperature a little bit with the Mr. Cool unit. Sorry, I actually turned it down. I had it set at 78 degrees, but when I come out here to do anything, I was sweating. And it seemed more humid in here. So I did plug in my dehumidifier. You might be able to hear it running, but it really isn't drawing a lot of water from the air. So I really don't have that much humidity in here. I should probably go ahead and put that on a timer because it doesn't need to run all the time. And it has a timer built in. So I took it down from 78 to 75 degrees, and it feels really comfortable in here. And then I went around and I checked all the temperature in the tanks. The only tank that I had to put a heater in. I didn't want to do it, but I had to do it. I put 150 watt fluval in my 55 gallon Oscar grout tank because that water was at 69 degrees. To me, that's too cold for tropical fish. So I stuck a heater in there, and now it's up to 75, stable 75. But come this winter, I'll be flipping that Mr. Cool unit from air conditioning to heat, and then I'll be able to heat the room and probably can take that heater back out. Potos. I got that one. People pronounce bikers, right? Lisa over at KG Tropicals drives me crazy the way she says pleco. You ever heard her say pleco? Has anybody heard her say pleco? She says Playco. Drives me up the wall. Webb's Aquatics 360 says, do clown loaches like dimmed light? In my opinion, the lights are for us. The fish in our aquariums really don't need the light. They actually feel more comfortable without light because they feel safe. They feel more hidden. The lights are for us. They don't care. So we can see our underwater worlds. In my opinion, I don't think any fish likes too bright a light. All the ones I can program, I have them running at 50% or less because 100% way too freaking bright. So I dial them down to 50% or less. All my blue lights, I shut those off. Blue lights is what causes a lot of algae issues. So if you have your blue lights on your aquarium and you're getting a lot of algae, shut them dang blue lights off. But I would imagine the clown loaches are going to like dimmer light webs. You got to remember, you got this blazing LED light sitting right on top of your aquarium. All of that lighting shining right down into that aquarium. And if you have that thing on for 8 to 10 hours a day, my God, how would you like that? Just think about it that way. I try to put myself in them situations to kind of keep myself grounded. Like, man, should I really put a beta in a cup? Well, how would I like to live in my bathroom for the rest of my life? Let's go ahead and put the beta in a 20-gallon long or a 10G. Yeah, I don't run the blue lights, man. Turn them blue lights off. They're nothing but a hassle. Meyer said, I've heard it too, Jesse. You're not the only one who cringes, and and John who says bikers, right? He says bikers, and Lisa says Playco. Playco, Lisa, you got it. Playco, and they know it about themselves. They don't care, and neither do I. I'm just jabbering on about this funny stuff. Who was it? King of DIY said something wrong. What did he say? I can't remember now, but there was like a million of us in the chat trying to correct him. He said something wrong, like completely not how you say it. I can't remember what it was now. I'm not a fan of blue light, but I also follow a lot of conspiracy theories. And supposedly blue light is really horrible for you. I know this, Tommy. I know the blue light in the phones and your tablets is terrible for your eyeballs. Even the filters don't do crap. That's why I like computer monitors. You can get the right computer monitor that has like next to no blue light. In Christmas time, have you ever gone out at Christmas time just to go look at what people did? And at nighttime, if they got those blazing blue lights, I don't care if they're the old incandescents or the new LEDs. The new LEDs are worse. The blue light just hurts my eyes. I can't stand blue Christmas lights. They hurt my eyes. No other color spectrum does that. Pleco? No, I haven't heard that one. But I heard Pleco. And if someone's saying Pleco, we're going to have an intervention. Then Aquarium Guy says is there another plant similar to peace lilies that would grow in an aquarium, not like pothos that grows long and stringy, but more like, yeah, oh, there's lots. There's lots, spider plants, monsteras. I had a whole list of plants written down, terrestrial plants that do well in aquariums. What's that Australian kid's name? Has got a big channel. People like. He did a fantastic video about terrestrial plants with all of them in his room. Really good detailed video. God, what is that Australian kid's? He's real young. What's his name? What is the name of that kid? He one of his recent videos, he went to see Corey at Aquarium Co-op. He's from Australia, breeds a lot of fish. He did a very good video on terrestrial plants. But yeah, right now I can tell you spider plants, ferns, monstera. God, there's so many. Java fern grow in the aquarium, sir. We're talking about terrestrial plants. Land plants that you can put in an aquarium. Okay, I'm back. Charge the customer an extra 20% for coming to. Oh, I'm never shopping where you go. 240. I will think of you each time I say pothos. Don't you say pothos, Lisa? Don't you say pothos? It's not pothos. It's pothos. Don't mess with me. In Texas, on some of the highways, they run intermittent blue lights on the highway and they're blinding. Yes. Yes, just turn the blue lights off. Just say no to blue lights. Just say no. Webb says, in your opinion, what is the best filter on the market? At the moment, it can be any filter. Fluval series, Fluval FX series canister filters. I like them better than any canister filter. Now, I can't say that because I haven't used them all, but I have used the Marineland canister filters. But I mostly run Fluvals. I never have problems with them. And I maintain them like you should too. That's probably why I lube the seals once a year or so with food grade grease. They run forever. Hardly ever have to clean them. I'm a canister dude. I'm biased to canister filters and Fluvals FX series canister filters at that. I'm biased to those. Hang in the back filters would probably be my next favorite filter, but I'm shying away from those because they're a pain in the butt. They require more maintenance. If I was going to buy a hang in the back filter, my favorite hang in the back filter is going to be the Aquarium Quiet Flows. And the Aqua Clear 110s, or just the Aqua Clear version HOBs. I would probably like their newest model out now because they kind of addressed some of the pain in the butt crap from the older models. But honestly, my favorite hang in the back is probably the Aquarium Quiet Flows. My favorite canister, Fluval FXs. Yeah. FX series Fluval canister filters. I used to pronounce Bela shark like Bela shark. Bela. Or isn't it Bela? Or is it Bala? How are you supposed to pronounce Bela shark? NC? Yes, sir. I'm in North Carolina. Oh, are you asking if NC's the same way with the blue lights on the highway? If so, I haven't experienced that yet. I have not experienced it. I just know the blue lights hurts my eyes at nighttime around Christmas time. Oh, there's more. I thought I was caught up. Hey, Paul, good to see you. Same here with the blue light. Messes with your eyes? Yeah. NC Pleckers are keeping fish. Yes. Keep keeping fish simple guy. That guy. Yes. LRB has an amazing bunch of treasure plants going on as well. Yeah, I don't know what all he's got. I don't follow him much. Ferns can grow out of the water. Yes. And with your pothos, you can actually plant them two different ways. You can actually plant the roots in the substrate, or you can just let the roots hang in the water. I just let the roots hang in the water. But I watched a guy do it, and when the roots started going down into the substrate, they exploded. Hey, Shirley, good to see you. Levi, Levy, what are you saying? Garcia. Hey, Garcia. Good to see you, buddy. We're saying hello. Hey, it's pepperoni dips. Tommy, you're something else. Did you make me laugh? Just like the White Claw thing. You're the only one that got that, by the way. I'm using old headboards to build the bench. Oh, neato. Headboard. So I'm assuming you're going to like shellac them bad boys or somehow waterproof them. Webb says, how often should you clean the impeller on a filter? If it's a hang in the back filter, it's a constant problem. Those impellers are always getting hung up with crap and stopping, and it's a constant problem on a hang in the back. Every time I clean my FX canister filters, which is like every 7 months, is when I clean the impeller. That works for me. Unless something happens where a piece of sand gets in there from a fish, I don't know, I would say like an Oscar, but I had to put pre-filters on the inlets, which has stopped that problem. Every 7 months for me, sir. But when I clean my filters, because it's every 7 months, right? Well, if I waited again, I'd be going over that year mark. So when I do tear apart my canister filters and clean them, I do go ahead and lube the seals to keep them supple so they don't dry rot, crack, and leak. And I clean the impeller out. I take my toothbrush to it, and everything gets cleaned thoroughly, and I put it back together. We're good to go. And Myers, do you watch the Louisiana Michael Myers guy? He always has the brute garbage can. They do the dance offs with the Wipe It Down song. Love that guy. I joined his lives a couple times. He's funny, dude, and he can dance. Hey, Tommy, shh. Myers, sorry, dang. Hi, Berto. Everybody say hello. It's actually pronounced Bala shark. Okay. How do you know that for sure, 240? I want to know. I want to know your facts and figures, because why can't it be Bela? Is it in the dictionary to be Bala? Bala. Bala. I'm just messing with you guys. It probably is Bala. Vowel. Consonant vowel gives the first vowel its proper long sound. So call it Bayla. Oh, Tommy says it's Bayla. But English is so stupid, so who knows? It is. Like the silent letter. Like whoever came up with that needs shot. Or I didn't. No, not shot. Am I allowed to say that? I hate the silent letter. It's stupid. I've never had a long term. I never had long term luck submerging pothos. It always melts. Yeah, the same here. Sometimes the leaves fall in, and then you don't notice it, or um, and the leaves do. Once the leaves are submerged so long, it don't take long for them to die. Have you ever considered keeping the blue ram cichlid? Yes, I love the rams. I've thought about Germans too. Pretty little fish. But right now, I am not in the market for any new fish at the moment. I recently got 3 convicts and 4 Oscars. One died. I got 3. Um, all my tanks are good. Don't get me wrong. I got tanks here with plenty of room for more fish. But as I've said before, my focus right now is to get this 300 fixed and put my money into that. And then once it's fixed, we're going to go ahead and move those 2 big Oscars to that tank, the Pleco, growing those new Oscars out. Once they get a little bit bigger, we're going to pop them in there. And I'd certainly like to get a hold of some of Happy Place Aquatics Severums and get some Severums in there too. We're going to have a nice little 300-gallon big fish community tank going. I was making fun of word pronunciations, not Wingardium Leviosa. It's Wingardium Leviosa. I got you. I hear what you're saying. Jose pop in here? Oh, hey, I didn't see him. Hey, Jose, good to see you, buddy. Yeah, we're just talking about terrestrial plants and all kind of stuff. And I fixed up my member shout out video, and we got that back in play and added some things. Um, So if anybody, any of the members, like I said, don't forget, like Shamu240 here, he likes his red and blue. That thing I did for Tim would have been perfect for that, but there are other options. If you'd like me to tailor your name on that membership video, just let me know what you'd like to see when your name comes up. I can do anything to it, as any one of us that make videos know that. So let me know if you have a request on how you'd like to see that. You can privately message me on my Discord. Let me know how you'd like to see it, and I'd love to change that for you. Right now, it's just kind of a blank slate. And as you can see with Tim, I spaced his up a little bit to how he kind of would like to see it. And he likes it a lot better. And I want you guys to be happy with that. Don't mind me just being a troll. That's all right, Tommy. You can troll. Tommy's a man. Driving and lurking in this 20. It's okay, buddy. Be safe. What? Big Steve Glassbox, what's up, man? What's this be civil crap? Yeah, none of that civil stuff. Appreciate you coming in. 90% people I've heard pronounce it Bala. Okay. Yeah, shot of whiskey. Yeah, you got it, Tommy. You too, Garcia. Thank you, buddy. Congrats, Shamu. People say words wrong all the time. Commonly call it what you want. Trebek. We're talking about a Harris word salad. Not in the market for new fish, said no one ever. Yeah, right. I just can't right now. I got to take the money I earn to get this tank going. I have plenty of fish in these aquariums as it is. I don't need to add any more, but I will be. I just got to be prepared for it. Because right now I got 3 Oscars growing out in a 55-gallon aquarium. We all know how big Oscars get. And I bought them for this 300-gallon. So I figure I have maybe 4 months to have this thing ready to go. Or they're going to be busting out of the aquarium. If something happens when I fix this thing and it still leaks, I'm probably going to have to move fish around to at least get them into 125. Whereas, what about the blue rims? I love them. Hard to keep them long term, at least for me. And, you know, Jose, I've heard that before. I've heard that the ram cichlids, the dwarf cichlids, can be a little sensitive. It's Harry Potter. Oh, okay. That's why I don't know it, Tommy. I don't watch Harry Potter, sir. In your opinion, what's the most difficult fish to keep in the hobby freshwater? For me, with my experience, I don't find any fish hard to keep. Usually, when you buy fish and you bring them home, it's if they die, it's usually due to stress. Stress is a big killer. If you take the time when you buy a fish to bring it home and acclimate it slowly, get used to the different water temperatures and things like that, you usually don't have a problem. Um, if you take the time to quarantine your fish, monitor them, put them in a tank naturally with salt, see how that goes. Because not all disease you can see. Sometimes they can have a disease you don't see it. And then you throw them in your display tank with other fish, boom, you got a problem. I don't play that game. Any new fish I get come into a quarantine tank, I start with salt. If I don't see any visible signs, I start with salt. And I let them sit in there for a couple of weeks, maybe more. If they're okay and they're eating and they're fine and they're colorful and they're not looking and acting weird, we'll go ahead and put them in. However, if they come in and they have visible signs of disease, I will go ahead and give them the med trio. I like to use API General Cure erythromycin. If they have ick, I will throw the ick in. All three of those are safe to use together at the same time. I have quarantined fish many times with that, but I try to stay away from the meds when I can and use salt first. Um, but for me, there's two fish I've had a hard time keeping, and I don't know why. For me, the autosynclus. I can't keep an autosynclus alive for love or money, and the clown pleco. Those two fish, I would probably have a better time with discus. So does anyone feed their discus puppy chow? You do, Tommy, or you do, Jim. Jim feeds his fish dog food. Yeah, yeah, because no food maker makes a 28 millimeter pellet, so we have to use dog food. He got that big fish over there, and he's got to have the big pellets. Now, Jim, did you switch from Purina to Hill Science diet, or are you still on the that cheap gravy train stuff? I want Oscars, but when you only have one tank, community tanks are the way to go. Communist. Um, yeah, exactly. Because you get a lot of, and your tank's beautiful. You get a lot of fish and a lot of activity in one aquarium, and you did a perfect job over there. But in my case, I got Oscars here, I got Oscars here, I got convicts. I got different tiger barbs. Um, but you're right. That's 100% right. 240. I've noticed with my blue rams, any massive change in temperature, they can't cope. Really, they're that sensitive. I have not feed puppy chow. Have you? Do they like it? How is it nutritionally? That's just a little inside joke between me and Jim and Garcia, Jose. We don't really do that. So, what would what would hard to keep mean to you? Too expensive to keep? Too hard to chase in water parameters, or too hard to keep in an average sized tank? Good question. Tommy asking for specifics on that. Hey, P-Tag, good to see you, buddy. Meyer says, I believe I've seen some of his shorts pass by at Salient Aquariums. Oh, okay. The Louisiana Michael Myers. So I definitely went over my head. I thought I was learning something new. Nah, we're just messing around. Oh, snap, Royal Canine. Community. No, you weren't. Communist. Communist. I swear the Tetra wet vacation food is just wet canned cat food. Yeah, I've never tried that. Have you smelt that stuff? No, sir. I have not. I feel like I should get some more frozen foods. I haven't fed my frozen foods for a while. Cecil gifted a membership, and Bunny Viper received it. Awesome. Hey, Bunny, good to see you. Appreciate you, Cecil. That's very nice of you. Uh, that's great. Thank you so much, Bunny. Bunny Viper, I haven't seen you. How are you? Tommy says, I think guppies are one of the hardest to keep because they just die. They do die. I had more guppies. I got one left. I think it's one of them cobra guppies. Guppies do. They just die. He's right about that. Ram like warm water. I keep it 82. Now the Bolivian rams seem to be bulletproof in my case. Okay. So increase water temperature. Bolivian's absolutely bulletproof. As I'm from the UK, what are the PetSmarts like? Do Walmart sell my fish from from PB said they do. Walmart used to sell fish and have a fish section, but they stopped doing that years ago. The PetSmarts where I live are better than the Petcos. I do like the PetSmarts better. But when you're talking about PetSmart and your Petcos, you're getting your cookie cutter fish. Now, like if I want something different, I'll be forced to go to my local mom and pop store, Aquarama, and then the other one is Carol's in Lumberton, but that's too far away from where I live. It's an hour. And then the other one is the pet supermarket. I don't know if you guys have any of them, but they tend to have a lot more options when you're looking for fish. But your Petcos and your PetSmarts, always the same fish. And they don't even label it. Like you go up to the cichlid tanks, they'll say assorted cichlids. Unless you know what you're looking at, you don't know what you're getting. But the Walmarts, yeah, I can remember when they used to sell. Had a whole fish section. They don't do that no more. They do sell fish decoration and some fish food. That's about it. You can buy some tanks from there still, but they no longer sell fish. Germans are finicky and inbred. Serpent touches die on me. Okay, 240. I have a longfin Serpent tetra that's still kicking. I had two of them. One did die. Since I took him, and then he was by himself in a 10-gallon. I took him out of there recently because I shut down all my small tanks and put him in this 29-gallon over here. And now it's like a 29-gallon community tank, and it's all small fish. He is so much happier swimming around now. But they remind me a lot of a beta. I think the longest I have kept any of the rams is 1 year or less. Okay. So 1 year or less. So rams, yeah, they just don't live that long. I heard killifish don't live that long either. They were horrible at husbandry. Makes PetSmart look like D. Tweedle. They were horrible. The Petco in Kingman, Arizona is pretty nice. Yes, the Petco when I was in Pennsylvania was pretty nice. But the Petcos down here are crap. As far as where I live, the PetSmarts are way better. German Rams, not German people, although that I won't go there. My local PetSmarts have healthy fish, but they're just way too small. Yeah. My PetSmarts you can get if let's say you go to the Tiger Barbs, you have an option of small, medium. Of course, they always have that overstocked full goldfish feeder tanks that you can buy. But it's always just the cookie cutter fish you can get there. Same with their plants. If you want to buy plants from PetSmart, it's all just the cookie cutter plants. It's the same plants. That's all they sell. They need to change it up a little bit. You can get Amazon swords, Anubias. What are the other regular? They have tissue cultures of plants you can buy, dwarf hairgrass and things like that. I have 6-year-old killies. Okay. I think I researched them one time, Tommy, and they gave them like a lifespan of 4 years or something like that. Don't use big words with me, Tommy. I don't even know what that says. I speak English. Now stop it. Six banded and have blue fin killies too. I gotta tell you, I'm impressed. Talking about blue fins, I am impressed with these convicts I bought. They are so pretty. They got the orange spot around their bellies, and then they have blue fins. And of course, we know the convicts have the stripes coming down. What a pretty fish! Yeah, Jose, this is a family fish channel here. We're talking about sex fasciitis. He made that up. It's a common misconception about Achilles living for a year. This is because they come from the drought area. What are you talking about? I think you meant Achilles, not Achilles. Yeah. See, I know he lived longer than a year, but I appreciate that information. Yeah, when I researched, it didn't give him much of the lifespan. Would die off in a drought, and their eggs would hatch the next rain season. Okay. You had some white convicts, stunning fish. Yeah, I don't have. I don't have white ones. I'll tell you what, they're growing pretty fast too. Two of them were little, and they're already getting bigger. But because they're small, I feed them a couple times a day, and they're growing pretty quick. I got to stop feeding my Oscars. They're already growing too fast. And I finally got one of them copper Oscars. I like them real well. I call them copper Oscars because they're orange and they look more copperish. It's starting to get a little bit cold around here. Because of this drought and rain season, they were mislabeled as an annual fish. Okay, that makes sense. That's some good information. So we talked about the lighting project I'm working on. We talked about the bird room. We talked about I showed the updated channel member shout out video. Talking about fish, all good things. Pothos. Possibly we're going to be having a potho or terrestrial plant contest coming up. We'll see if Tommy's up for it. Getting close to buying my glass and my silicone to fix to 300. Once I get this next YouTube paycheck, we'll see how much I have. Because, yeah, some killies last year, some don't last a whole year. It depends on the species. Killies they are gorgeous. They're getting bigger and bigger in the hobby. Yes, a very colorful fish, very pretty. I had my parrotfish breed with my convicts once. The eggs didn't get fertilized though. Oh, that's neat. They look similar. There's I think two or three different fish that make up the blood parrot. The Midas. I knew this, but I can't remember the other one. Obviously the parrot, right? The Midas, and then there was a third one there that has a little bit of uh, uh, what's the name of it? I don't think it was a. What is the name of the? I can't. Never mind. My mind's not working for me tonight. The devilfish, the mean one. Blue devil, red devil. I think. I don't think the red devil's a mix with the parrot. I know it's Midas, parrot, something else. But I got two of them. I love parrots. Fish has become one of my favorite fish. What a great attitude they can be species. Little species. Is it the firemouth? I don't think it's the firemouth. Firemouth don't get that big. I don't think firemouths get that big. Firemouths only get up to 6 inches, don't they? Parrots get big. Like my parrots are almost as big as my Oscars. Last winter, the top layer of my bluefin killie tank started freezing, and they're all still alive, not one lost. Oh, that is neat. That's very cool. So they've adapted to low oxygen environments. All right, fish peeps. I have been on for an hour 20. I have to go help put birds to bed and hang out with birds. I'm going to go ahead and jump off. I am going to play the member shout out video before I go. I want everybody to see that the updated video. So let's play it one more time here. I like it. Now, if they would make, because you guys know how much I like my tiger barbs, if they made an Oscar that looked like a tiger barb, that would be my ultimate favorite fish in the whole world. An Oscar that looks like a tiger barb. Oh, that would be bad. Man, that'd be good. Hey, June, good to see you. I was just getting ready to jump up. Yeah, yep. Shirley knows all about her killies. Thanks again, guys. It's always fun. I enjoy the live streams. I'm enjoying the live streams more than I am like making videos. So as I said before, from here on out, I'm only going to make a video now unless a company sends me something to review, which I'm got one in the works right now from Higer. Got a lot of footage on it. Got to put it together. Got to edit it, and that's going to be coming out real soon. Other than that, I'm going to be doing more live streams than anything. I have more fun doing it. I have more fun interacting with you guys. I'll probably make videos and share them like I did with the member shout out video here. Just show things and do different things. Other than that, we'll see you Saturday, 9 a.m. Eastern on my Hour Power live stream. And maybe I'll get some videos put together of the fish room and different things I've done and share it on here. What does June say here? Bumblebee. Scat. I've seen the Bumblebee Oscars, but I want to see an Oscar that looks like a tiger barb, like just like a tiger barb. You stay fired up, Tim. Thank you, buddy. Again, let me know any of you members who want me to customize their name on that member shout out video. Let me know. We can do something different. Just look at it as a clean slate. You let me know how you want me to adjust it. You can private message me, DM me on Discord. I mean, hey, I kind of like to see my name with, maybe this colors and this effect. Let me know. If I can do it, we're going to get her done. Webbs Aquatic comes in with another $1.99 super chat. Thank you, sir. I appreciate you, Webb. Webb's a big supporter of the channel. Appreciate you a lot. I can't thank you enough for that. Everything that comes this way is going towards fixing that 300-gallon aquarium so we can get it up and going. When that happens, I'll definitely be doing some video of that. I'll be doing it right here where I'm sitting. So all this stuff's going to have to move because I need this whole space here to fix it. So thank you again, sir. Appreciate you. Bloody cats. Crazy, dude. Bloody cats. Appreciate you, June. But I do have to go off. I got some things to do. Thanks again for everybody coming in here. Appreciate you all. We'll see you out in the field. Be safe for the rest of the week. Tomorrow's hump day. Tomorrow's hump day already. The weeks are going fast. Christmas is coming up. And I love that time of year. So make sure you guys stay in touch and make sure we come on here. Of course, I'm on everybody's live streams as I can be. You all know that. Hey, oh, yeah, Shirley. You still in here, Shirley? How about that? How about that? Coolie loaches sucking. They eat snails. They suck them out. Huh? I'm glad you came in and backed me up on that. So we were on Adam Sevens live, and we was talking about loaches and or snails and what can eat snails, and I said, well, there's several fish that will eat snails: betas, clown loaches, coolie loaches, goldfish will eat snails, Oscars will eat snails. And he said, coolie loaches. He said he didn't realize he didn't think they would do that. And I said, oh yeah, they'll eat it. They don't act. He was right in what he was saying. He says they don't actually eat it because they don't. They don't actually just gobble the snail down. They suck the snail right out of the shell, and that's how they do it. And he's never seen that before. I said, oh, yeah, dude, I had 2 of them. And Shirley came in and said, yeah, I've had 7 of them. She's watched them do that. So, but that's goes hand in hand with why I like we learn from each other doing this. Yeah, yes, they do. I'll get you later, JCIX mix. Do ye? Eesh, I don't know what that means. My baller sharks will suck a snail out. Oh, baller sharks will suck a snail out. Okay. Yeah, got you back. Adam's a good dude. But yeah, they definitely do. That's how they do it. Gone. But they are very nocturnal. When I had them, you hardly ever saw them. He was right about that. So, all right. I got to get off. You guys are the greatest. We'll see you on Saturday morning, 9 a.m. Eastern. Be there, be square. We're going to talk about some cool stuff, do some cool stuff. And you know how we do. So, I'll catch you guys on the flip side. Be safe. Have a good rest of your week. And thanks again. By the way, this restream